You want to find love? Let's love yourself first. Become love. Why would someone come in, a partner come in looking at you? You don't even love yourself. Who wants to be with you? You don't even want to be with yourself. Love yourself first before you try to go out and look for love.
I genuinely think over time I've accepted all of my imperfections. When I was younger, I even said this in my viral subliminal video that I wanted to change everything about myself. I said that I wanted to change everything about myself, even though I also didn't at the same time. But ask me today, Simone, what do you want to change about yourself? Not that much. When I was younger, I would say, I want to get surgery on every part of my face and body. Not anymore.
Fall in love with your imperfections, because perfectionism is not real. Perfect is something else for everyone. There is no objective perfect, only a subjective perfect. And perfectionism is often a way of your brain to set a goal so high that you subconsciously know that you're not even able to reach it, and therefore you don't even start. If you are 1% better than yesterday, you make progress. This is the key, okay? Progress over perfection. You can't expect yourself to be 100% better than yesterday, but you can expect yourself to be 1% better than yesterday. And if you're every day 1% better than yesterday, you are making progress.
Stop setting unrealistic expectations. When I was younger and I knew nothing about life, I literally said, Simone, you're depressed right now, but here's a plan, and in 7 days, you're going to be the happiest person alive. And when 7 days rolled around and I wasn't happy and I was still depressed as fuck, I beat myself up. It's unrealistic, right? You need to set realistic goals for yourself and then have compassion if you don't achieve those goals.
Allow yourself to make mistakes. You only learn by doing mistakes. You don't learn by being perfect at your first try. There is no one on this earth who was born as the perfect piano player, as the perfect YouTuber, as the perfect, artist. People learn by doing. They learn by making mistakes. They learn by falling in love with their imperfections. And if you fall in love with your imperfections, you allow the world to fall in love with your imperfections too.
Sometimes you need to have compassion and kindness for yourself, which means not being a perfectionist, not beating yourself up for making mistakes, and not holding it against yourself. I am very, very forgiving to myself. Example, this morning, it says on my whiteboard, Simone, wake up at 6 a.m. You know what happened? I set my alarm at 6 and I snoozed it like 10 times. I woke up at 11:30 today. I know. In the past, I would beat myself up for it. Now I'm like, well, I need the sleep, so I'm going to sleep. And I'm deserving of the sleep because of all the work I've been doing recently. So I'm just more compassionate towards myself now. Instead of immediately going down the route where I'm berating myself, I'm compassionate.
Perfect things are so detached from reality. It almost seems as if they are robotic. You don't want to be robotic. You want to be a human being. And being a human being means being okay with your imperfections. Your imperfections is what makes you perfect. Yes, listen to that again. Your imperfections make you perfect.
Stop letting yourself down. For example, I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. today. Now, if I set this goal every single day, and every single day I didn't follow through, I think I actually have reason then to hate myself. Because I'm actually lying to myself. I'm lying to myself by saying every day I'm going to do this and I don't. But I don't do that. Some days I may not wake up early, but other days I will. For the most part, I show up for myself. Because if you're not showing up for yourself, then who the fuck is going to show up for you? And that is a form of self-love.
Just consume things that make you feel good about yourself. If you follow this specific person on Instagram, on TikTok or whatever, and this person is making you feel bad about yourself because maybe they are bragging with something, maybe they have this very negative mindset, and you just feel bad about yourself whenever you have watched their stories or their pictures or whatever, delete them. This is your life. You are in control over what you consume, and you need to take that control, because if you don't control what you consume will control you.
Let's also talk about where self-hate stems from. Besides the fact that we have touched on how naturally women are in a position where we are going to hate ourselves more, apart from that, self-hatred, it stems from a lack of self-acceptance. Because if we feel like we're inadequate, or we're smaller, or we're not good enough, we hate ourselves for it. We don't accept ourselves. Instead of saying, okay, I know that maybe I'm not a perfect individual and I accept myself, we may take the opposite route and pity ourselves because we are not perfect. And then that leads to self-hatred, self-loathing, feelings of unworthiness, etc. However, if you go down the route of changing every little thing about you, you're just telling yourself on a subconscious level that you will never accept yourself and that you will never like yourself. So what I want you to do is, when you go to the mirror, instead of picking out all your flaws, pick out the things you like. And if you're one of those people, because I know I was, that looked in the mirror and actually didn't like anything about themselves, fucking lie, okay? Lie to yourself. I love my hair, I love my lips, I love my big fat fucking nose. I'm joking. I love everything about myself. I don't know, lie, okay? I promise, over time, you will start to believe it. It's just naturally rewiring your brain to find the good things about yourself. Make a list about the things you like about yourself. And if you struggle to find something, well, try harder, because I'm sure there is something you'd like. Or think about the things that you have that other people don't have. That can actually be an easier way to think about it.
Say affirmations to yourself in a mirror. Listen, affirmations have changed my life. Affirmations have just completely changed my thinking, my mindset, my reality, my world, literally everything. And you know why? There is something so powerful. I have a mirror here. There is something so powerful of looking yourself in the mirror and saying, you are mesmerizing. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are living a luxury lifestyle. You are loved. You are admired. Saying things like that, looking yourself in the eyes and saying that to yourself. Listen, in the beginning when you do that, right? It's gonna feel fake. It's gonna be like, I feel like I'm lying to myself. I feel like this is not real. But the more you do it, and I swear, because you repeat it, you start to believe it.
You are a work of art. With all of your imperfections, with everything that is not the way you maybe want it to be, you are art. Embody that art. Feel that art. Be that art. Don't be scared of your own individuality and try to become like everyone else's, or try to live up to this standard, of this beauty standard. You are art yourself. You don't need to do that. You don't need to become like others. You don't need to look how others look. You are art.
Something to know is that we are all on this planet for the first time. Experiencing life for the first time, we're going to make mistakes. We're not perfect. No one is perfect. Even if you look at someone's life online, or even your friends, and you think they're perfect, they're not. Trust me. It's not going and having a bubble bath, having a massage, or consuming something, spending money as TikTok makes it out to be. It's not. It's actually the simple things. Believing you're deserving of respect, aka when people disrespect you, you stand up for yourself. 2, it's taking care of yourself, working out, having a good diet, etc. It's taking care of yourself mentally, aka investing into therapy, doing your shadow work, whatever, not hanging out with people who are bad for your mental health, and then it's just doing things in your best interest. Think about the person you love most in this world. Maybe it's your mother. How do you treat her? How do you want her to be treated by other people? That's how you should treat yourself. You can't compare a rose to a lily, right? They're innately beautiful, even though they're different flowers, they're still beautiful. You truly can't compare it. And then I was thinking about my male celebrity crushes, and they all look so different, but I genuinely cannot put them in a hierarchy of who I think is the most attractive to least attractive, because they're all so different that truly it is like comparing a lily and a rose, an apple and a pear. I can't. So I think if you're a woman and you think about it in that light, it may help you a lot to know that just because you don't look like that supermodel, it doesn't diminish your beauty in any way. And just because you think you are not perfect, it does not mean that you are undeserving of love.